What's up YouTube? I'm just another guy and welcome back to Gibraltar United. So, Bate today, first time ever playing them. Let's go. So, no transfer news or anything to go talk about, no club news really, apart from the fact Marcos Lopez has been promoted to our vice-captain role, which means Romer Perez is no longer vice-captain. This really simple reasoning behind it is because Marcos Lopez has the second best stats really to be our captain, the best player being already captain Armando Cox. So yeah, to me it was just a logical thing. You know, you got to have your best players or most suitable players you can as captain and vice captain. Lopez has really good leadership, really good determination, makes him an ideal choice. But yeah, you know, I'm not going to be I won't feel any obligation to play him. It'll just be his vice captain. A bit like Romer Perez. I felt no obligation to play anyone. I don't feel any obligation to play my captain. They're captain, they're vice captain, but on the pitch we play our best starting 11. If that doesn't include you, that doesn't include you. So, Europa point today, 9,679 people. Let's get going into it. New formation, of course, or say new formation. We'll continue to play the new formation. But let's run through the team. So Cox in goal, Armada right back, Bakayoko, Meti and Clark in defence. Clark coming in for the injured Beckham Muster. In defensive midfield, we've got Dodger. I'm going to pronounce it like that for now. Nundodja maybe. I'll say Dodger. I'll say Dodger. Even though it's obviously wrong. He's not Roger Dodger or something. Was it? Was that the Beano? Was that? Or was that Dandy? Was it? One of the comics had like Roger the Dodger or something like that. Anyway, that's a bit. Was that track? Morello is playing box-to-box midfielder. Changed up his role a little bit. I thought box-to-box would do a little bit better. And Bart Moens plays the advanced player maker role in place of the injured Sidibe. And yeah. You know, that's the midfield for us. Right attacking mid, we've got Dos Santos. Left attacking mid, we've got new signing Hugo Bonnet, making his debut today. And up front, we've got Musa Sinogo. And the bench is Fofana, Romer Perez, Amari, Vanucci, Barui. I'm still not really know how to pronounce the guy's name. The only reason he's on the bench, the El Habib, is because John Brown is currently out injured. If he was fit, he'd be on the bench. And Damianov and Lopez make up the other two substitutes. So, two debutants today, four players making their first starts this season. Let's go. Let's hope we can get a result, and let's hope this tactic can stand a sterner test of Bate. You want number 9? I can't give you number 9. I don't even think I can give you number 99 because yeah, that's Giselle's number, who I can actually swap you with for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, we'll give you number 29, I guess, and you can have yourself number 8, Bonetti. So let's go. Let's see what we can do. Going into the season, expecting to at least reach the next round. Yes, our minimum expectation now from both board and press, by the look of it, is to actually reach the group stages. So we've got to live up to our expectations and actually get past Bate today. I wouldn't be pleased with Europa League group stages now. It's not acceptable. Well, I say it's not acceptable. We only ever reached Europa League group stages, of course, once. Where, you know, after we reached our first Champions League group, we went into the Europa League. So I'm not exactly like... It's not like we've experienced it a lot, but I'd be really disappointed if we didn't get group stage, Champions League group stage football, and we, you know, got knocked out into the Europa League. But I don't mind Europa League knockout still. I think that's still a good achievement for the club. As long as we get knockout football, I'd be happy. But right now, you know, for group stage football, it's no longer a minimum that we get it. It's now got to be a minimum that we get the Champions League version of it. Bonnet now, bombing down the wing as we earn the ball back in our defensive half, beating a few players, and Sinogo, oh my God. How has he not, you know, smashed that near post or smashed that far post? He hit it straight down the middle, and it's allowed the keeper to get there because really, in that sort of range, aiming a corner, you're more likely going to find the back of the net, and he didn't. Dos Santos in the box, whips this one in, trying to find Bonnet at the far post, who's been tackled and dispossessed. Now it's been cleared away, but it's going to come straight back towards Bate. But yeah, Bate, yeah. Sinogo in the box on the turn. Dos Santos gets it through, but scuffs his shot. Can't get it on target, and yet again another opportunity wasted from us. But we are all over Bate right now. Not even had a sniff at goal. Really good dominant performance so far. We just need a goal to illustrate that. Maybe we'll get one just before half time. Clark with a poor throw in, but he's going to get the ball back, trying to play it in, and we do find the back of the net. Morella in his new box-to-box midfielder role at the edge of the box where you kind of want him to be when we're pushing that far forward. No one at the far post. A little disappointed to see that, but good ball in, a little bit lucky with the deflection because it was originally aimed for Dos Santos, but Morella is there, you know, at edge of the box like, you know, good centre mids do, just sniffing at any opportunity that they can get, and he found the back of the net with a lovely finish. So, great first half, absolutely dominant performance. Just ask the assistant to go there. Gonna have a look at some analysis quickly. Just want to see where our average positions have been and stuff. Just want to see how push forward we are. So, yeah, I'm liking that. Because basically what I discovered was with the role Morello was previously playing, I found he was a little bit too deep for my liking. I sort of like this sort of three that we've got in the middle. So we've got one guy pushing forward, a defensive mid sort of staying back, and an other midfielder sort of in the middle of the two, offering another option on the wing. I kind of like this, and I like the box-to-box role as well. So, yeah, the shape is looking perfect. It's looking exactly what I wanted. And as you can see, Bate have been forced to just sit back in their own half. They're actually playing very narrow. I might want to look to exploit the flanks a little bit more. Although we're currently doing it, so I'm not really going to change that too much. So, yeah, let's start. Did I do a team talk? I think I did a team talk. Yeah, I did. So let's go into the second half and get back onto the pitch view, and let's see what we can do. Let's hopefully get another goal. I mean, Bate have played poorly, but I mean they really can't play any worse. Well, they could have no shots, but mostly when teams have bad first halves, more times than not, you see them turn it around in the second. So we need to make sure we stay on top of our game and, like I said, get another goal. Hopefully, just to secure the tie more than anything as well. Sonogo has been struggling out there. I don't think a complete forward role is maybe suited for him. We'll change it back to a target man, which is what he does normally play. We'll see how he does out there with that new role. But elsewhere, Bate maybe with a chance. First time we've seen them sort of have a little bit of possession with it. And in fact, they're going to get a chance through Armada with a lovely challenge there in the box. Had to time it perfectly, and he did. Otherwise, he would have given away a penalty. And now we just need to get back, get control of the ball again. Currently, they're enjoying a little bit of possession. There we go. We do get the ball back. It's Bonetti on the left, playing it to Sonogo. Unable to beat his last man. But we get the ball back again. Clark down that left-hand side. Beats his man. Finds Morella. Finds Sonogo. And, oh, it should have found the back of the net. Yet again, Sonogo missing another opportunity. That's obviously not going to improve his rating. Let's consider taking Sonogo off. We will bring on Marcos Lopez and play him as an advanced forward. Not a poacher, sorry, advanced forward. And we will also, we will take off Pablo dos Santos, bring on Damjanov. And we'll take off Dodja and we'll bring on Vanucci. And give Vanucci a debut for the club and also in this competition. Actually, no, it's not Vanucci's debut, sorry. Vanucci played in the Pepe Reyes Cup, which we actually won. I didn't speak about that, but yeah, we won the Pepe Reyes Cup. Very comfortable performance with a new tactic. And, yeah, you know, Vanucci played in that match in a defensive midfield role. It's kind of bugging me that I've got no thing up in the middle. You know, normally I get my ratings and stuff, but it's not come up for some reason. Anyway, Damjanov, ball whipped in, unable to find a red and white shirt, but he's going to get it back again. Maybe look to try and whip it in, or go himself. And you know what? I don't really mind that. You know, he cut inside. He was on a good run on his stronger left foot. Why not have a pop from range? I don't mind that every now and again, as long as I don't see it all the time. That's what bugs me when stuff happens constantly. And good performance today in terms of match stats, but players could play a little bit better. Definitely think some of the players' performances today weren't really up to the standard of how dominant we were. Sonogo definitely being one of them. I won't have a word with him. Normally I'll have a word with a player if he gets a 6.1, but I won't do it with Sonogo because I know he's got the quality to bounce back. But if he has another bad game next time, I will have to have a word with him. So, I'll meet you guys back in a second for the second leg to Bate. But I'm sure, I'm confident enough in myself that we can that we have ourselves secured through to the next round. Surprisingly, Bate are given the favourite tags for this away game. They didn't have that originally, I don't think, when the draw was made. So, I don't know what's going on there. But with the performance we put in the previous match, I don't see how or why we shouldn't go to the away game and put in an equally as good performance. Maybe not as good, but, you know, at least to a similar standard. Alright, let's get this second leg underway. No time like the present. Muster can return. Oh wait, I didn't even know that. Muster's back. Put him on the bench. I won't rush him back into it. Oh, I didn't realise Dodger was injured. Oh my god, 6 to 7 weeks. Alright. Jakub Vanucci comes back in the team, and also Mubarak, who is going to go on the bench. Sidibe as well is very close to returning. How many days is that actually away? 5 days. So yeah, he'll be back for the groups, which is good. Good. But yeah, let's go into the game. Let's hopefully see Sonogo put in a better performance. I'm still not too sure about the complete forward role, but we'll give it another game. If he doesn't perform in this match, we'll change up the role and I'll have a word with Sonogo as well. Like I say, favourites are towards Bate right now, but the odds have changed. I think our odds are a little bit better than they were previously, so you know, it doesn't really mean anything, the odds anyway. You know, it's like a journalist saying someone's going to win. It doesn't mean anything come the end of the day. But it's always nice to be considered favourites, because then it's seen from an outside view that you're actually a stronger team. And it's always nice to be compared to other teams and be, you know, seen as stronger. As we try and get an attack under these in these early seconds of the match. Morella, the goal scorer in the past match. What the hell? There was an incident back here. I don't know if anyone saw that, but when it was going on, there was an incident like in this section of the screen, and a player just fell over from our team. Might have been an elbow going on there. Should be a red card. But yeah, I was looking up stats for the match previously against Bate, like pass completion and stuff like that, and they were like all up in the 80%. I think the midfield was my lowest section of the pitch for pass completion. It was like 70-something%. Overall completion was like 80-something%, which is really good. I really want my pass completion to be high. It's important that we don't throw away possession cheaply. And I mean, you don't really need high pass completion. If you can throw, you know, a few long balls forward, one long ball could be enough to earn you a goal, and that could only be a string of 4 or 5 passes. So, and that could be enough to win you a game 1-0. But it's always nice if you're going to play a controlled tactic like I do, to actually control the play and actually control the ball and having good pass completion. Sonogo unlucky there with a chance and tried his best to win the ball back, tackling a few players, but just wave after wave of players seem to come in and prevent him from actually winning it back completely. Bate are playing a lot better than us in this game, having a lot more of the opportunities. We're currently waiting for the right chance to come for us. As, in fact, Bate get themselves back in the game. Oh, no, they don't. It's offside. Thank God for that. I was going to get... I didn't sound annoyed, but I was a little annoyed. Fucking Sonogo, come on! Let's change him up. Let's change it up. Go advance forward. I don't really know what to play up front by himself. I always find that a hard choice, you know. I kind of want to play a target man, but is a target man going to be good for this sort of tactic? I'm not too sure. Complete forward is exactly what I want. If I could have a complete forward, it'd be great, but I don't think Sonogo can play that role well enough. I don't think he's got the stats to really play it well enough. I mean, he can play advanced forward, he can play target man, but up front by himself, is that really going to be good for him? I'm not sure. I think Sonogo may be a two-man striker. You know, I think he needs a partner up there, someone supporting him, an advanced player maker, a big old, not big old, but another striker, you know, alongside him. Because it seems like right now, by himself, he's struggling a little. He seems a little isolated, and it's affecting his performance. So what we're going to do is we're going to take him off. He's not performing well again. We're going to bring on Marcos Lopez. We're also going to take off Bart Moens, and we're also going to bring on El Habib. And we'll also take off... we won't make that change. We'll take off Amada, and we will bring on Roma Perez. Roma Perez is, of course, a centre-back, so playing him as an advanced or a full-back attack might not see the best return from the right-hand side of the pitch, but we'll give it a go anyway. Bonnet to Lopez, who's playing up front now by himself. Been dispossessed, but Bonnet wins the ball back, and what a run from Bonnet. Shame his shot is shocking. We've had a lot of chances in this game. 2 clear-cut, 3 half chances. Should have found the back of the net in one of our attempts so far. Maybe we'll get another one straight away after this goal kick, actually. Bonnet to Clark, unable to wiggle his way through. Venacci's been actually dispossessed. That's what you don't want to see from your defensive midfielder. Him being tackled and then being eliminated out of the game. And now Bate wastes an opportunity. I don't know why that winger went for the shot when he should have looked to whip it back in, but that's not my problem. That's the other manager's problem. We're going to take Bart Moens off this time, and we are going to bring on El Habib for only these next minute or so, however many minutes he'll get on the actual pitch. Bate are going to make themselves get sent off, and in fact, they're going to injure Pablo dos Santos to the point where he can't continue. Fuck you, this player, whatever your name is, who I can't pronounce. What a dick move. Absolute dick move. We're going to bring on Damyanov then, instead. El Habib has just been told to warm up twice and sit back down. Oh, unlucky for the player. Are we going to get one late goal here? No, we're still unable to find the back of the net. Moens missing the chance this time. Going to get another attempt. And yet again, it's missed. This time it was a pretty good save, though, keeping him out. And keeping us... keeping Batio, anyway, a clean sheet. So... are we going to end this game now? Is it going to be the final highlight? I think we're just going to see the rest of this highlight diet and play out in front of us. But 0-0 on the day, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with this right now, this game. Good, you know, possession-wise. Oh, that's got to be a red, hasn't it? Or a yellow at least. How is that not at least a booking? It was a cynical challenge. But yeah, I'm not happy with this game. We've, you know, we've got a lot of ball. We've had a lot of chances, but we've not taken any of them. And we've actually given away a few chances. Not clear-cut opportunities, but, you know, Bate have had a few shots against us. So, I'm not too pleased with that so far, this tactic, based on these 2 games. So, Group stage is definitely going to be obviously that's a bigger step up, a bigger test for the tactic, and that's going to be really where I'm going to make my decision of whether or not I want to play this tactic going forward. So Vincent Mati is going to be banned for the first Champions League group stage game, picking up his 3 yellow cards in qualifying alone. As you can see, I'm scouting goalkeepers and stuff. I do want to find a goalkeeper, but I've only got a day left, and I don't really think it's going to be possible. I mean, I could get a deal done in a day, but I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. It's not like we exactly need a goalkeeper. Cox put in some brilliant performances last year, and in certain situations, it's actually the sole reason we won games because of the chances he kept out. But I know there are better goalkeepers out there, and I just need to try and find the right ones and find ones that can replace Cox, and hopefully for a few years as well. Because bear in mind, Cox has been here now for I think like 3 or 4 years. I think if he hadn't have played for Barbados after joining us, because he, for those who don't know, he was actually English when he joined, but declared nationality for Barbados, which was his second nationality. I think like in the year he joined or in the second year he was here. So let's have a little look at Cox. How many years has he been here now? Because it's been a while. He replaced the other goalkeeper quite a while ago. So yeah, this is his 5th season. Cox is a bit of a veteran here with his 5 years, which is never a good thing when you're saying veteran and it's been only 5 years. I think him, Sidibe, Sanogo joined around the same time. So I think Sidibe and Sanogo are about in their 4th or 5th year again. I think it's like 4.5 years for them guys since they joined in January. But as you see, I'm just loaning people out. Youngsters that won't ever play for us really, so might as well get them out. But yeah, we are a 13th team in this group stage draw, so let's go into it. We'll draw the first 2, and then we'll have a look of where we basically want to go. I'm thinking Group H. I'd like Group H. Fuck, man, so many. Really what we're looking at is we're looking at a team who are second seeded, who I think we can beat. I'm thinking maybe Group... I wouldn't mind Group G. Benfica and Monaco. Monaco holders. Benfica, teams we've beaten in the past. I would like Group G as well. Group H or G so far looking nice. I would like to avoid A, C, and E with all my might. But yeah, I wouldn't really mind. I don't think I really mind D either. Lyon and Porto, I think they'd be alright games. Napoli as well. PSG might not exactly be the worst games. Even Milan might not be a bad game. So yeah, let's draw this. So we are going to be in Group F. So we're going to be returning to play Chelsea for the first time since they knocked us out of the Champions League first knockout round. And we're also going to be playing AC Milan. Let's have a look who's going to be the last team in our group. And we're going to get Shakhtar Donetsk. So actually we've been handed a really tough group for a 3rd seeded team. Shakhtar being probably the highest coefficient points for a 4th seeded team. And we end up getting them. So we didn't exactly get an easy draw for being a 3rd seeded team. Which is disappointing for me. But yeah, we're going to be playing another Italian team. We can't seem to avoid Italians in the group stages. Every year so far we have played an Italian team. It's the first time we're going to play Milan in over 5 years. And last time we played them, we lost 5-1 on both occasions. But let's have a look at the team. Jordan Smith was our keeper back then. He now plays for Huddersfield, having been sold a few years back. So we've got a new goalkeeper since we last played AC Milan. We've got... In fact, let's have a look at this whole starting lineup. I don't think there's any survivors in that thing. In this whole starting lineup. And in fact, Romo Perez played in one of the games against AC Milan. The only sole survivor of the team to still be here. And in fact, I remember this. Miguel Fernandez scored a really late consolation goal, and I just threw him on in the end because our striker wasn't performing, and he scored the goal. I mean, we had some shocking players in this team. Robbie Flint was a shocker. Where is he currently? Where's he been? League 2 and conference level. He played in the Champions League against AC Milan twice. Our team was not good back then, and we lost 5-1 on both occasions and thoroughly deserved to lose. But yeah, we're going to hopefully play them and hopefully get a little bit of revenge on them. Again, playing Chelsea, we a few years ago didn't look too bad against them. We didn't look too out of sorts. We looked like a decent team. We looked like we could have beaten them. So, now playing in a group stage game, of course not as much on the line, are we going to put in the same level of performance we did in the home tie, and even for the first, you could argue 60 minutes of this tie, 5 minutes of this tie, when it was 2-2. And even looking at this team, Roma Perez is no longer a starting player. It's now Bakayoko. Actually played in the home tie for this game, of course. That was Bakayoko's first ever Champions League game. Dan Morgan is no longer a player that features in this side. Jonathan Ceciliano doesn't feature in this side anymore. New tactic, of course, something I didn't even bring up in the previous one. Yeah, different tactic. David Carragher's no longer in this side. We've got some new faces in just 2 years, and hopefully they'll perform well. And of course, Shakhtar Donetsk, a team we've never played before. I don't think, anyway. Oh, no, we have. We played Shakhtar. We only played them 3 years ago. I completely forgot we played Shakhtar before. I lost 4-1 on that occasion, away from home, and beat them 3-1 at home. So we have the ability to beat them. That's something we know. But again, the team has improved from when we last played Shakhtar. So I'm actually optimistic going into this. Tough draw, yes, but definitely not impossible. Third place is minimum I'd want, but second place is the target, and of course, first place is the dream. So, until next time, guys, when I'll be playing AC Milan and Shakhtar Donetsk. Peace out.